Top of the morning to you. Thank you for joining us this Friday morning, the weekend edition of Perspectives Unlimited on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio and your state's number one family radio station. We appreciate you and thank you for joining us this morning on the program. This is the platform where we take you beyond the news and help you understand stories making the rounds in our nation, Nigeria, for the brand new day. My name is Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo. Welcome to the program for today, and I hope you're well and everything is going well with you. Compliments of the season. Today is Friday, the 12th day in the month of December 2025. We thank God for the gift of life and, of course, for where we stand at the moment. Once again, compliment of the season to all of us. We'll bring you fresh stories making the rounds in the dailies. For today, we have the Punch, the Guardian, and of course the Vanguard. From the three of them, we start with the top stories on the front pages, and right after that, we move straight into in-depth analysis to help us understand and make sense of all the stories as much as time can permit us to review this morning on the program. My name is Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo. Good morning to you. Now let's start with the Punch newspaper. EFCC arraigns ex-Labour minister Ngige today. Labour Party rules out automatic ticket for Obi on page 7. Ambassadorial list of Shomole Ndume lock horns over Omokre's nomination on page 28. On page 29, Nigeria killings, US officials prepare high-level briefing for Donald Trump. Insecurity, federal government approves 94,000 new enlistment. Police set to take 50,000. Ministry fast track 30,000. Paramilitary enlistment. Army eye 14,000. Fresh soldiers. Experts weigh in. Now moving on to page 19. Local refining boom slashes petrol import by 6 trillion naira. On page 2, Fubara pushing Rivers towards fresh crisis, says the speaker. On page 6 of the Punch, insecurity, investment in surveillance paying off, says Sanwo-Olu. On page 29, South Gov's PDP mourns Bayelsa deputy governor's death. On page 29, ex-AGF Malami spent fourth night with EFCC. On page 29, Oyinlola blames Tinubu for PDP. Now let's move on to the Guardian for today. Pricing weak tourism infrastructure threatens $2 billion dirty December target. On page 6. On page 28, Dangote launches 1 trillion naira education fund to support 1.3 million students. On page 6, budget turmoil deepens as Tinubu prepares 2026 estimate ahead of MTEF approval. And also in Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu reaffirms Lagos State's government's commitment to protection of lives and property. That story is on page 2 of The Guardian. Now to page 3. Ambassadors Ndume Shomole clash at screening of Omokri orders take bow. On page 5, Ikeja, electric protest as FCCPC seals office over defiance of NERC order. On page 3, poor network, INEC's toughest challenge in iRev upload, says Amukwito. Now let's go to the Vanguard and see what we have right there on Vanguard.com. US seizes Nigerian-owned supertanker over alleged crude theft. Or church attack. We saw hell. Over 40 of my members died. Priest tell court. Bayelsa deputy gov slums dies at 60 years. Comply with regulations or face sanctions. NAFDAC wants stakeholders. NNPCL targets over 2 million increase in oil production in 2026. Cross-border coordination for Beneku says Minister, excuse me, and PDP admits party error, not pressure, cost us Adeleke. And of course, here, Sanwo-Olu reaffirms commitment to strengthening safety of residents. And that's all we can take this morning on the front page segment of the program, Perspectives Unlimited. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Remember, you can be a part of the show when it's time to share your thought and your perspective with us on the program. We would like to hear it. Your perspective on any of the stories we will be reviewing this morning. At the same time, you can call the studio lines, but you can also use other channels to share your thought and perspective with us. And one of it is our Facebook page, facebook.com/Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, where you can drop your comment for us on the live video feed that is currently going on right now on our Facebook page. Remember to like the page, share the video, so we can reach a bigger and wider audience. And remember, drop your comment if you have any on the program. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back in a moment.
Now that our position has been made clear, every other formal process will commence. Let me thank you all for your support. I've not let you down before. I'm not going to let you down.
Let me also inform Rivers people that after the emergency rule, the FCT minister also caused a meeting to take place at the residence of Chief Alabraba in his residence here in GRA in Port Harcourt. We also had a meeting of the Elders Council. In that meeting, some members of the assembly, principal officers, myself, I was in that meeting, deputy speaker was there, the leader was in that meeting. How many meetings have I mentioned? How many meetings does the governor want the FCT minister to call for him to do the needful? Is he 100? Maybe he will tell us how many that is required. God is my witness. As I speak here, God is here. And God knows I'm not lying against the governor. Where the governor is, governor knows I'm not lying against him. I shouldn't have brought all this to the fore because we're trying to see how we can mend fences and move the state forward. So we have kept mum hoping that the governor will do the right thing. From September, when we met with the governor, to this day, the governor has been spending without our approval, awarding contracts to his cronies, particularly those who masterminded the burning of the Rivers House of Assembly. Awarding contracts to them, and they're celebrating it on social media, mocking us that they've been rewarded for burning down the Rivers House of Assembly. The governor does not seek the approval of the Rivers House of Assembly to spend. He has been spending from his front pockets.
Every sane person know that the authorities are behind this insecurity. If they want to stop it today, they can stop it. All right. Now, by inviting those who are perpetrators of this, yeah, they will make it more aggressive. They are inviting the U.S., which is very clearly it is behind all these so-called terrorist organizations. It is behind. The U.S. created Boko Haram. The U.S. is funding Boko Haram. U.S. creates what they call ISWA. They created ISIS. They created Daesh. They confess it openly. All right? I don't need to give you proof because they have said it themselves. They are behind it. They said that they will use terrorism to conquer Africa. Now you invite them to be a remedy for what they have been the cause. What do you expect? Mass killing of more innocent people. All right? And they will come not for security, but to steal our resources.
All right, you're welcome back to the program Perspectives Unlimited. This morning, let's go through the pages of the newspaper together, and of course keep ourselves abreast of what's happening in Nigeria to understand it better. Nigeria remains a nation, and no matter what it is, even though it's going to end well, we still need to talk about it. Once again, you're welcome to the program. Our analyst joins us in the studio this morning, Mr. Olale Konsoni. Good morning to you, and happy, is it holiday time yet? Merry Christmas.
Good morning, and thank you for the holiday wish. In all seriousness, it was a fantastic time here yesterday. I have to be sincere, I wasn't expecting that much crowd. And thankfully, there was no emergency, nothing of that nature. Everybody came and everybody left. The fun was amazing. If your kids were not here yesterday, in all seriousness, they are missing. Thankfully, you have the opportunity of today and tomorrow to bring them.
Tomorrow,
we
yes.
can't wait to see them. Bring them, let them come and have the fun of their lives.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. World Radio Father Christmas Fiesta is still going on. And of course, just like analysts mentioned, the phone continues today. And yesterday was overwhelming.
It was indeed, in fact.
I think that's the word. Yesterday was overwhelming, but we thank God. We're happy, we're excited to see that children are very happy also. The videos and pictures, you can go online and find them if you need to remind yourself or asking yourself why you should bring your children. Trust me, it's not going to be a dull moment. Mm-hmm. Today, we continue again today, and then tomorrow we go again with 4,000 Naira. Give your children that memorable experience that will last them through next year, Christmas and celebration. Let me mention again, for parents that are still contemplating, courtesy of our partner One Data, you have access to free internet service while your children, having fun right in our premises. So if you've been struggling with data, maybe you have one or two things to do, and then you're not entirely sure if that 10 gig will be sufficient. All you need to do is just to pay 4,000 and bring your children or your child. If you have children, that makes it a plus. Just bring them. Let them see Father Christmas while you work using free internet data right in the premises. That's a plus.
Fast data, we must say.
Fast data, I must say. Courtesy of One Data. Special thanks to Item 7 also. So, yeah, you get to get something from the games. Hopefully, you win. And some of our other partners that have been, that have supported us on this project to make it even bigger this year, 2025. Now, let's get to the news. As always, we quickly recap and talk about the major stories of the week. And on top of it are the two cross-carpeting or two defections, I must say, Governor Fubara of Rivers State and Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State, from PDP to Accord and from PDP to the APC. While to a lot of people, it's shocking to see Adeleke move from a party like the PDP to Accord. Is this still going to be a win for Adeleke in the coming election in Osun State? The popularity of a party, is that going to matter in Osun election, in the next coming election in Osun State? Will Adeleke be coming back? And so on and so forth. These are some of the questions on the table. Also, the drama between the governor, again, Governor Ademola Adeleke, and the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu. I want to talk about that one first. We talk about Adeleke from PDP to Accord, from Fubara to APC, and some of the issues already brewing in Rivers State at the moment with Fubara. But we start with Ademola Adeleke and the First Lady. I'm not sure. Did you see the video?
Yes, I did.
I mean, I wasn't too patient to see it, but because I just want to get the juice out of it, I watched, and I don't know how to describe that. It's you know how Yoruba people would say, Benedetta. I believe if you and I have some level of brotherly relationship, there are certain places where we get to where we must maintain the order and maintain the structure of the event.
For the sake of common sense.
If you are my brother and then you're president, I probably can pinch you
When we are behind cameras,
when we're
you
behind
can do whatever you
cameras,
want to
but
do.
if you're on camera and then you're sitting in the place of the president,
You have to say Your Excellency.
I must say Your Excellency no matter what it feels. But let me get your comments. The First Lady and Ademola
The
Adeleke.
truth of the matter is that the First Lady presented herself as who she is. As far as I'm concerned, she's someone who behaves like someone who was poorly brought up. She told the whole world that she, in all seriousness, I'm a very blunt guy, that she lacks some training. Yes, you are the wife of the president, but that is something that doesn't go beyond the sitting room of your husband. In the order of this country, you are somebody who holds no political relevance whatsoever. And in the pecking order, after the president, the next is, the president who heads the federal government, the next is the governor who heads the state government. And you walked up to a state governor while he was about to give a speech, and he said, no, you can't be doing that. You cannot do what you want to do. You just have to go straight to the point, and you don't have to say this.
I give you 5 minutes.
I give you 5 minutes, or else I'm going to take all the papers. Your prepared speech, I'm going to take it. And she was already, packing the papers, and I was like, oh my God, seriously? Someone with no constitutional relevance whatsoever doing this to a state governor? And the state governor, in all seriousness, he considered an home goal. The average guy would be, Madam Excellency, that is even if you want to be respectful. Madam Excellency, you had your time. You said everything you wanted to say. Let me have my time. And besides, this is my state. If you now feel like you want to hurry up to Abuja to go and take care of Oga, you can leave. We'll continue with this program. Instead, he said, oh, okay, you mean I shouldn't do anything? You mean I shouldn't do this? And I was like, is this a governor? I felt peeved. I felt very, very angry at Ademola Adeleke for behaving the way he behaved. In fact, I think Remi Tinubu should be regarded as he, and Adeleke should be regarded as she here. She came from Abuja and practically defeated Adeleke on his stuff on his home soil. It happened at Ife. That's within Osun State. That's the jurisdiction of the governor covers Osun State, and somebody from Delta State came to defeat you in Osun State, while you are still the governor. He didn't represent well at all.
Let's look at what happens in the political scene that you and I have no idea of.
Okay.
Knowing some of the backdoor,
I should tell
some
you
of the
something.
backdoor issues.
I should tell you something. I want to blame Adeleke more. The only reason I'm going to blame Remi Tinubu here is that she told the whole world, like I said, that she was poorly brought up. We don't talk to elders like that. You don't talk to mature people, grandfathers like that. Even if you want to hurry the person up, Excellency, I have to go back to Abuja. Please, let's hurry up. That's understandable. But I give you 5 minutes, otherwise I'm going to take all the papers that you came through. And she was already, packing the papers. Yeah. I believe Adeleke sold himself out when he decided to join the APC then. The APC at the center said, okay, come and join us. But the APC of Osun State said, we are not accepting you. At that point, I think he lost all relevance. Because if you are the governor and some people are rejecting you, it shows that you are not actually the governor. Another particular point in time, I can rubbish you as I like. That's what I saw. If he had not made his intention clear that he was going to join the APC, perhaps Remi Tinubu could have carried that drama somewhere else, not in the presence of somebody who showed them pepper just a couple of months ago. But, they gave him an offer and he grabbed it with both hands, only for some people to say, no, we don't want you. He lost political relevance as far as I'm concerned at that particular point. That is why I always said I'd be very, very calculative in politics. If you follow every wind that blows, trust me, you're going to find yourself in a place where you are not supposed to be.
Let's talk about his movement from the PDP. Of course, the PDP experienced another blow. Should I call it a blow now? Or very much expected movement? Yes. Ademola Adeleke, of course, of Osun. -1, and then Fubara another -1. But to the Accord party, how strong is that political party in Osun State? Is this a kind of goodbye to Ademola Adeleke's gubernatorial comeback in Osun State, or even in politics, as the case may be, knowing that the Accord party is not a party that strong at the center? when it
even
comes
in
to-
Osun?
or even in Osun at the moment.
The truth of the matter is that if you go to Osun State, Ademola Adeleke is now, a household name. In terms of performance, I won't give him an A, but if you place him side by side with some of his predecessors, I mean, you just have to say he has tried, and he has earned some flowers. But the truth of the matter is that it's us Nigerians that really care about political parties. The actors don't really care about politics. The PDP came out officially yesterday to say that, it's a bit painful that Ademola Adeleke is no longer with us, but his exit from the party was something we can understand. The party is in turmoil. Nobody is leading the party right now. You can't go into an election using a party that doesn't have a clearly defined leadership. So for Ademola Adeleke, I mean, it's excusable, and that is what the PDP said yesterday. Ademola Adeleke himself said something yesterday. So he said, I love the PDP, that he loves the PDP, and that he would naturally like to stay with the PDP, but he cannot afford to stay with the PDP for now, simply because the PDP is not in a position to help him, and he has to think about himself before he thinks about the party. I mean, it's like I said this yesterday, even before you said it. As a politician, you have to save your skin before you can save your party or any other person. And for that reason, it is understandable. As regards him winning the next election, he controls the PDP structure in Osun 100%.
Even after leaving?
Yes. Everybody there is loyal to him. I am from Osun State, and I spoke with people I know too well to be core members of the PDP. And 90% of them said, PDP as of yesterday, as of today, it's a court party. That's what they told me. For the remaining 10% who said they will not be leaving, they said, they will not be leaving simply because of the fact that they have come a long way with the PDP and they do not see themselves leaving the PDP. But as regards who they are going to vote for come 2026 election, it is most certainly going to be Ademola Adeleke. For the people of Osun, Nigeria will love frivolities, will love things that don't count. And the way he dances around is something that is enough to put some of us off. But I mean, the average person, he's an action governor, he dances around all of that. I mean, I believe that ballot for ballot, he is going to win. But it's one thing to win the popular vote in Nigeria. It's another thing for INEC to declare you. But what I can tell anybody who cares to listen is that as of this morning, I strongly believe that he is going to win.
Will his victory be that of Accord or for the PDP?
It's going to be Ademola Adeleke's victory. What I can tell you is that at the end of the day, chances are very bright that he may have to leave the Accord party after the election. Unless
so Accord should not even celebrate they have a candidate.
I want to believe that they would have negotiated, and the average follower of Nigerian politics understands that they would have. I believe they have won already. The party has won already in their home. I hope you know what I'm talking about. That they have won already. The only reason why Ademola Adeleke is going to remain in the Accord party is like, okay, this is my second time, this is my final lap, and I now want to become a godfather in Osun. Let me now create my own domain where I can, sponsor people, and they will hold. I mean, they are going to keep their allegiance with me and stuff like that. If he wants to become something like that, then he can remain in the Accord party. But if he wants to, mingle with other big boys, he will have to leave the Accord party.
Leave the Accord party. All right, still Perspectives Unlimited on Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Still looking at the stories in the news today. This big one is here. Fubara pushing Rivers towards fresh crisis, says the speaker here in Rivers State. Also, in the news this morning, insecurity, federal government approves 94,000 new enlistments. The federal government will recruit 94,000 new personnel into Nigeria's security services as part of measures to tackle insecurity across Nigeria. A while ago, I also played the voice of El Zakizaki saying that, of course, the leaders are responsible for insecurity, and of course, the United States of America are the sponsors of Boko Haram and other, terrorist organization in Nigeria. We're going to listen to that and more, and look at that story and more also when we come back right after the break. This morning is Perspectives Unlimited. Do stay with us.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have have been waiting for the past 1 hour.
I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data.
Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service.
One Data?
Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
Christ Ambassadors International College is a private, co-educational Christian day and boarding school located at Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. We offer a blend of Nigerian and British curricula designed to nurture global leaders with godly values. With world-class facilities, exciting co-curricular programs, exceptional pastoral care, and outstanding academic results, we ensure your child's dream becomes a reality. Our entrance examination for 2026-2027 academic session will hold on Saturday, 14th February 2026 at 8 a.m. For inquiries, please call 0704 530 8414 or 0814 177 2806 or visit www.christambassadorscollege.com. Christ Ambassadors International College, nurturing global and godly scholars.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on these websites: www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng, www.fsrcc.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, 0707-338-4828, SEC 0209-462-1168. Announcer, FSRCC.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Daddy, hear that music. Christmas is coming.
I can hear it too. Are you ready for this year's Christmas?
Only if I can meet Father Christmas for real. Not the cartoon, not the TV, but the real one.
So you want the real Father Christmas?
Yes, Daddy. The one that talks and laughs like ho ho ho.
Then get ready because we are going somewhere special this year.
Where? Tell me now.
Yes, Father Christmas is here again. It's the Wells Radio 89.3 FM Father Christmas Fiesta 2025. 3 beautiful days of joy, color, laughter, and unforgettable family moments. Date 11th, 12th, and 13th December 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue Wells Radio 89.3 FM, Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Bring your children for a heartwarming Christmas experience. Fun activities, exciting games, beautiful memories, and loads of gifts to be won. Gate fee 4,000 naira only. Tickets are now available for sale. You can now book in advance ahead of the event days. To reserve your ticket, please call 0903-936-8185. Sponsored by Juniors International and Christ Ambassadors International Group of Schools. Schools, Zoe Specialist Mission Hospital, supported by Omoyo Property and Management Consult, Honeydew Restaurant, Oluyole, Ibadan, Chalk Boy, Comfort Kitchen, Alpha Photos, Challenge Ibadan, Jasper Creative, Big Apple Schools, Olukunle Junction, Ibadan, J Crown Stores, Orogun, Ibadan, Bamraj Food and Beverage Nigeria Limited, Leadway Victory School, Orogun, Ibadan, Olumes Dimes Plaza, Are Junction, Ibadan, Brunel Supermarket, Oluyole Estate, Friendly Top Filling Station, Oluyole Estate, Nella's Children's Palace, Live Right Store, Are Oluyole, Bankilola's Cuisine, Any Bread, Oluyole, Ibadan, Sami B Kiddie School, Obetodun Shawarma and Treats, Adioyo, Ring Road, Ibadan, BNF Creative Agency, One Taste Kitchen, Oluyole, Ibadan, Better Polythene Enterprises, Blissful International School, St. Anne's Cakes, Mary Old Foundation, United States, Iyalia Sawmill, Ibadan, Suwa Cakes, Ola Intimishini Stores, JP Ugochem Nigerian Enterprises. Item 7, Wells Radio Father Christmas Fiesta 2025, where the fun of Christmas becomes real.
Daddy, I can't wait to tell him my story.
And he's ready to hear it right now.
Brings us together.
Are you hungry for something delicious? Food that feels like home but tastes like pure luxury? Then welcome to Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile. From our smoky jollof to rich ofada sauce to a variety of delicious soups like egusi, eforiro, and more, paired with your favorite proteins and hot, freshly made swallows, all made for you to enjoy. We also handle bulk orders in liters, fresh and ready whenever you need it. We deliver it to your doorstep. At Honeydew, it's not just the food, it's the feel. With our beautiful ambience, perfect for your romantic dates, family outings, or your quiet, relaxing evening escape. Join us every last Friday of the month at 7 p.m. for karaoke night with Jayola and enjoy music, games, food, drinks, and free mocktails and cocktails as you sing your hearts out. Visit us at Plot 42, Block 8, Alaafin Avenue, beside Wells Radio, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. For your doorstep delivery or inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0814-691-6635, 0814-691-6635. Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile.
Wells Radio, 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Now that our position has been made clear, every other formal process commence. Let me thank you all for your support. I've not let you down before. I'm not going to let you down.
100% know that the authorities are behind this insecurity. If they want to stop it today, they can stop it. All right. Now, by inviting those who are perpetrators of this, they will make it more aggressive. They are inviting the U.S., which is very clearly it is behind all these so-called terrorist organizations. It is behind. U.S. created Boko Haram. The U.S. is funding Boko Haram. U.S. creates what they call ISWA. They created ISIS. They create Daesh. They confess it openly. All right? I don't need to give you proof because they have said it themselves. They are behind it. They said that they will use terrorism to conquer Africa. Now you invite them to be a remedy for what they have been the cause. What do you expect? Mass killing of most innocent people. All right? And they will come not for security, but to steal our resources.
All right. right, welcome back to the program. This is still Perspectives Unlimited, and thank you for joining us on the program. Let's move on to Rivers very quickly. Fubara pushing Rivers towards fresh crisis, says the Speaker. The Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Emmanuel-Ojo, has accused the Governor, Similayi Fubara, of deliberately sidelining lawmakers and setting the stage for another crisis in the state. Martin, flanked by 10 lawmakers, addressed supporters in Port Harcourt on Thursday in response to Fubara's Wednesday comment. The governor had lamented that his political benefactor, Nyesom Wike, had yet to fulfill his promise to convey a meeting between him and the Wike-aligned leaders. Fubara, during a project inauguration on Wednesday, said he was committed to peace and willing to meet all demands of the lawmakers loyal to the FCT minister. Fubara's cross-carpeting from the PDP to the APC is Wike excited about this. And when you talk about Rivers at the moment, there are two things about Rivers. In fact, Wike's name comes first before you mention the name of the governor. In the voice of the speaker we played earlier, he said, how many meetings does the governor want the FCT minister to call? And I'm wondering, is the FCT minister still the governor of the state? Why is his name as powerful in the lips or on the lips of the people as though Wike is still the governor of the state? But let's stay with Fubara's cross-capital.
Before we go that far, let's even ask a question. Why is it that Wike is not speaking out for himself? I mean, the governor said that he expects Wike to call a meeting, but instead of Wike to say, oh, I have called, or I will call, I will not call, it is the speaker that is, I mean, is he now Wike's PA? Funny people. As regards to the governor going to the APC, I mean, it's something that I will describe as,
have you been expecting that?
I knew it was going. I've always said it that all of South had gone to the APC. And the truth of the matter is that if you are Fubara, most certainly you will do the same thing. Because that's the only thing that can save his head. I understand too of that the camp of the former governor, Nyesom Wike, had already drawn up a plan to impeach him. In fact, before the end of this year. And if he had stayed in the PDP, nobody would fight for him at the top. But now that he is officially a member of the APC Governors Forum will not allow you to impeach one of them. Mm-hmm. The president himself will not want that type of drama within his party, especially coming from someone who has not fully joined the party. You still belong to the PDP. Yes, you are working with us, you are for us, but you cannot stay in the PDP and be impeaching an APC governor. And how do you call a situation where the speaker, he has said it openly that he has gone to the APC? The speaker and the members of the House of Assembly going to the, it was the second time of going. They left for the APC some time ago. They said, oh, no, it wasn't. So now they have come again to say, okay, we are joining the APC. The game they wanted to play at that point was to, put themselves in the same camp as Bola Ahmed Tinubu and now fight a PDP governor. The guys in Abuja would say, well, the legislators are officially in our party. The other guy is not in our party, so if they want to deal with him, it's not our problem. But now it is a domestic problem. APC legislators wanting to impeach an APC governor. The headquarters of the party would not take it lightly. They are going to intervene, and most certainly it's going to be a case of stop that first. Let's now discuss. So I believe that there is a very little difference between that of Fubara and Demola Adeleke. Both of them did this to save their skin, and it's understandable. The PDP may not want to admit that Fubara did what he did for the sake of common sense, but who is it in the PDP that
at the moment, Nyesom Wike still claims to be a member of the PDP, even though he has been expelled. And we've seen both factions expelling each other.
That is that he wants to stay within the PDP, totally and thoroughly destroy the PDP before leaving. That is, even if he is going to leave.
Do you think he's excited at the movement of Fubara from the PDP to the APC?
He must be suffering from a very, very serious headache right now, because that must have disrupted his plan. Now he knows too well that there is nothing he can do to Fubara anymore, and that cannot make him happy.
Even when it feels like he's working for the APC and still in the PDP.
For Fubara?
For Wike, I mean.
He cannot touch Fubara anymore. he cannot touch him, because if he wants to do anything against Fubara, a lot of people are going to give him a tap on the back. Do you know what you're doing? And at that point, he will just have to, let it slide.
How about, this is a governor moving, and there are still parties or, sections of whatever in Rivers still loyal to some Wiki.
The truth of the
Fubara joins the APC, but these people are still loyal to Wiki. What happens to Fubara?
But they have joined the APC. That is it. What I'm trying to tell you here is that as Nigerians, you need to understand that party affiliation is nothing to these people. Both of them are officially in the same party. I'm talking about the legislators and the governor, yet they are still bickering. Had it been that one belongs to one side, the other belongs to the other side, we can say, okay, maybe there is party difference, ideology, or whatever, which I know doesn't exist in Nigeria. But now they are in the same party and they are fighting. If party supremacy actually means the thing, should they still be fighting? It tells you clearly that these people are only out for themselves, not for the party, not for the country, just for themselves. So let's drop this emotional attachment to any political party, because in all seriousness, as things are in this country, they don't care about us.
Let's open the phone lines for those who would like to share one thing or two. 0916-893-1000, 0915-334-893, and 0911-333-893. Moving on to the Punch. Insecurity. Federal government approves 94,000 new enlistment. The federal government will recruit over 94,000 new personnel into Nigeria security services as part of measures to tackle rising insecurity across the country. Under the plan, the Police Service Commission and the Nigeria Police Force will recruit 50,000 police constables. The recruitment portal is expected to be open to eligible Nigerians from the 15th of December 2025 to January 25, 2026. In a statement on Thursday by the head of Protocol and Public Affairs, Toti Kalu, the Commission said the recruitment portal will be open to eligible Nigerians from the 15th of December. Hello, good morning to you, and thank you for joining us. Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Please, Adonke from Muslim.
Adonke from Muslim. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, on the recruitment of security architecture by the federal government is a good one, but we just hope that they make the move this time around, because that was how we heard that we are going to recruit forest rangers and nothing is being heard of it again. So we just hope that they make the move this time around. At least this will put an end to insecurity. And not only that, what about state policing? So if state policing is being granted, so those people that are being recruited in each state, so they can make use of them as state police. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Aderonke, for your thought. Let's look at this federal government to recruit 94,000 new personnel into the Nigeria security services.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. And just I have a couple of questions. This is the year 2025. We can even say, in fact, we can even say it's the year 2026 now. It's not just about enlisting people. It's about what you want to use to hate their job. The number of personnel we have right now, as far as I'm concerned, is enough to fix the problem that we have. It's about giving them what exactly they need to do the job. But if you're saying you want to bring 90 whatever thousand more people, I'm not going to stand against that. But I can tell you that this is the year 2025. It's no longer about cook and shoot. You have to adopt technology, radars, drones, satellites. These are the things that
rather than that number of human resources.
That is it. If you put 200 million people somewhere without anything that they can use to have an advantage over the other guy, I mean, they are just sitting ducks as far as I'm concerned. Not many countries have half of the number of personnel that we have today, and they are light years ahead of us when it comes to military technology and military prowess. So I'm not totally against bringing in more people, but we need technology to aid what we are doing. We need more resources in terms of ammunition, weaponry, and things like that. That is where I stand majorly. And apart from that, I mean, I don't know about what I cannot tell after the last order of the president. There is a hotel not too far from here, owned by a former whatever agency. active personnel of that particular security agency come there to take shifts. So if we are...
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, West Radio.
Good morning, Mr. George. Good morning.
Yeah, George.
Good morning, sir.
Adeleke. To say that Adeleke was defeated by that woman from Delta, it's not correct. Instead, that woman has just demeaned herself by her action. You look at the reactions of people, you know that what she did there was a disgrace to her position. So, Adeleke is winning. Look at Adeleke's congratulatory message to her and to the army officer. That is a matured woman. Where is her maturity in what she did? So Adeleke is winning. He was not defeated.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. George. Your perspective. Thank you for sharing yours. Let's stay with it. The security matter story.
Yes. So now, if you go to the home of an average retired general or even colonel, you find people who are still actively in service, staying there on a routine. I mean, that's not what I'm talking about. Instead, people who are in service but are not doing active, I mean, they are not really where they should be brought back. Not just the police, civil defense, SSS, NIA, Army, Navy, Air Force. I mean, these are the things that I am talking about. Not just that you enlist more people and you begin to use them as enforcers in Abuja, like we saw. I mean, a couple of weeks, not more than a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I'm not really interested in that. It's about managing what you have efficiently, not just about adding more.
Let me digress a little. Since the announcement of the president of withdrawing policemen and then replacing for VIPs with NSCDC men, the civil defense. What's your observation of the police?
Well, the president himself said that the order has not fully taken effect. He said that just 2 days ago on Wednesday, that the police structure is a bit slow in implementing that order. He is the president and commander-in-chief. He knows exactly what he is talking about. He gets reports from other agencies giving him feedbacks and updates. We have been hearing for years that the Nigeria police has at least 100,000 people doing stuff. But the IGP told us that, okay, they have brought back 11,500 and whatever back. The remaining 80 whatever thousand, in fact, 89,000 people. That's that. Senator Abdul Ningi said it 2 days ago or so that, he's not pleased with the Nigeria police force whatsoever, that the withdrew is only just one security detail, where you have people from China, some Chinese companies still going around with flocks of mobile police officers, that is unfair. So it's safe to say that the order is not fully in effect, and that we need more hands. We need more. We need a more robust way to ensure that the order holds. But for the president, is it not hypocrisy that you are telling others to let go of their security detail while you have a mobile barrack following your son around? It's the definition of hypocrisy as far as I'm concerned.
Let's take this call. Good morning to you and thank you for calling.
Good morning, Honorable AY.
Good morning, Benga Mario. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. This is Benga Mario calling from Apacha.
Thank you.
Now, let me start from where Mr. Sonny stopped. Exactly what I wanted to say before calling. You cannot be giving your son a huge number of soldiers manning you, or armed personnel manning just Sheyi Tinubu, who is not even officially being recognized by our constitution. I watched his motor arcade, I think yesterday, and if you see the way he was being welcomed, you would think maybe a president or a sitting governor is coming for an event. And to let Mr. President also let him withdraw some of the security details that are manning Sheyi, so before you can now extend that to others. Ningi said something. Is it Ningi or this? I've forgotten the name of the senator now.
Abdul
Ningi. We have they have withdrew our police by escort. He said fine. He said let Mr. President extend such a gesture Tinubu as well, so that we can know that this thing is a balanced equation. And secondly, on the issue of Tinubu and Adeleke, see, in Yoruba land, we believe in culture, and our culture is that we respect elders. So the thing is this: I had expected Tinubu to have written a letter, maybe just a sheet of paper, and give it to the governor. You know, the way we do in church, if you want to tell somebody to do something, just hand it over to him. Then you see it and read it instead of her disgracing the governor in public. I think she should apologize to Fubara. I'm sorry, to Adeleke. And lastly, on the issue of Fubara and Amaule, see, there's nothing Amaule can do to Fubara as we speak, because Amaule team has defected to APC. Fubara is in APC, and Tinubu loves Fubara so much, and you can't expect anything should happen between Fubara and Amaule led in whatever. Tinubu can never sanction Fubara again. Instead, he will go for Amaule. So Amaule should tread softly so that we can have a lasting peace in Rivers State. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you so much.
I was planning to fire a rejoinder back to Mr. George from Rivers. That's what he said. I know Mr. George is from Delta State. He apparently felt like I said, oh, it's Delta 1 or Ocean 0. No. I only said that woman from Delta State. It's not that everybody from Delta State behaves like that. I think I need to just say that right now. I have nothing but love for the people of Delta State.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother in studio.
All right, good morning. Your name, sir, and where you're calling from?
I think this is what I do.
I'm greeting my Himalaya.
Good morning, sir.
Joe is calling from Ido.
All right, good morning, Joe from Ido.
My brother, Sonny.
Yes, sir.
Please, what is the benefit we receive from the politicians, sir?
In all seriousness, they should be managing our country very well. That is what they should be doing actually.
And what is our own benefit? What concerns us about defeated or not defeated or political democracy? What is the benefit, sir? That's the question I'm asking you, sir. Please answer us, please.
Thank you so much. Well, can you answer the question?
No, what I was trying to say is that as the governor, you are the king, you are the everything in your domain. Nobody should come from outside to come and rubbish you. That's why I said, they defeated him in his stuff on his territory. That's what I said. It's nothing personal. Like I said, I have a lot of friends from Delta State, and Mr. George is one of them. I have never met him before, but he's a friend I so much love.
Hello, good morning. You'll be our last caller this morning before
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, Mr. George, thank you for calling back. Yeah.
I am not speaking because I'm a Deltan. I'm speaking because I'm a Nigerian. And I tell you from the very day one, if you watch all my comments, I did not like what the president's wife did to Adeleke. And that same line I repeated this morning, that she did not defeat Adeleke. Wisdom is that the wife of Adeleke was at that function when that woman was doing that thing to the husband. Look at the message the woman sent to the president's wife. That is maturity. President's wife did not do the right thing. I cannot support anything that is wrong. It's not issue of state or no state. And I want to advise that this issue of mine and ours, if we don't drop it, it's going to be like the issue of religion that is destroying this country.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George. Let me touch on this story before we go. We have just 1 minute. Oshomole Ndume lock-ons on Omokri's nomination. Did you see the video?
I didn't see the video. I heard the...
I was going to get the audio first.
Somebody sent the audio to me and I was just shaking my head. One was defending the president blindly. One wanted them to, grill another person. The truth of the matter is that neither of the two was actually working for us. Oshiomole and Ndume and what's it called? Reno Omokri have, in fact, not just an axe to grind, a very big axe to grind.
Yeah.
So it's something personal. For Ndume, he was supporting the president. He wasn't chronicling the profile of Imokri. It's just, let's not do anything against the appointee of the president.
Well, take it back and go.
It was a huge loss for Nigeria.
All right, that's all we can take again this morning. Thank you so much for joining Agbeya. We're coming at 8 o'clock. But remember, our Father Christmas Fiesta continues today again. 4,000 naira only. Bring your children and let them have that great fun that will last them up until next year, December. Of course, free internet service also available for parents when your children are having the greatest fun of the season. Thank you so much, Mr. Lali Kosoni, for your time.
It is always an honor to be
We continue the party again today, the Father Christmas Fiesta.
We full ground.
All right, God bless you. Say good morning.
Important information. The views expressed by the interviewee in this program are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wells Radio 89.3 FM or its affiliated entities. Wells Radio 89.3 FM is committed to providing a platform for diverse perspectives and opinions, and the views expressed by guests on our programs are their personal viewpoints. Wells Radio 89.3 FM does not endorse or take responsibility for the content or opinions expressed by individual interviewees and callers. Thank you.